All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. If you're new here, please take a second, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, please take a second, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment on the video. You guys know that helps me a lot. And if you want to join the Discord or the Patreon, I post in there every single day, $10 a month. You guys get all the plays, all the picks, all the live plays, all the parlays, everything that I do. And I'm in them bitches all day, every day. Okay, so let's review yesterday real quick. Then we're going to do the player props, a slate review. I'll let you guys know my top plays of the day. And I'm going to get you out of here with a bag. We're going to continue to crack these folks. Yesterday, guys, I go 5-3 in baseball, 4-3 in football. So a 9-6 day, up 2.4 units. So absolute phenomenal day. That's all my results posted in Discord every single day. I was shocked the Blue Jays game did not go over 7.5. I was fucking shocked that the Diamondbacks didn't get over 4.5 versus Hayden Birdsong. And then honestly, I was shocked that both of these games went over. I really was, because I did expect the Bills to get ahead, but I thought they just run the clock out once they were ahead instead of just having a shootout, because the Jags, you know, they can't do shit. And for the Bengals, Commanders, I mean, I figured, well, the Bengals suck. I have no faith in them. Bengals offense been terrible too. I thought it'd just be a low scoring kind of fight, but man, both them teams aired it out. So whatever. What can you do? Still a positive day. We're up 12 or 12, 13-ish units. I don't know the exact math. We're up like 12 or 13 units in 3 days. I'm on a tear. Okay, anyways, let's get into the player props today, guys. All my videos are sponsored by Outlier. So make sure, real quick, before I get into these player props though, I do have a new sponsorship coming with the offshore sports book. Okay, probably be announcing it here next day or two. A lot of you guys don't have access to the sports books. I've been told, like, I need a sport. I can't make that bet. I can't do this bet because you're either not in the United States or you're just in a state that doesn't have it legal. You guys will be able to use this sports book and place all the same bets I do. You can do player props. You can do parlays. You can bet on fucking esports. I love this fucking... I've turned down a lot of sponsorships because I won't use the shit and I don't feel like it brings any value. This offshore sportsbook, I actually do think it brings value. I've used it. I've made bets on it. It's flawless. It's genuinely good. It's just like the apps. And you can place all the bets, but you can do even more because you can take pictures to get 13 strikeouts and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you can just take you can take 4 home runs for a player. You can just do anything. So it's like a FanDuel for offshores. It's dope. I think you guys are going to get some value out of it. And sometimes you might just want to use it because the odds are better, but we'll talk about that in another video. Anyways, Hunter Renfroe, under 1.5 hits, runs, or RBIs. Guy's just ice cold. He's just cold. Mitchell Parker has been doing okay. The Royals bats have gone cold. I don't trust them at all. I just don't trust the team as a whole. They look like a bunch of shit bags. And this guy, 90% hit rate over 10, 70% hit rate over 20. Lately, he's just been blanking. I mean, this is pathetic. He's not even being a contributing member of society. I want y'all to understand that this is blank, 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 one hit, blank, 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 like blanking. Like, he's not even getting on base. He's not getting RBI. The barrel is just not touching the ball. He's trash. We got to fade him. And then next, you have Mr. I'm one of the hottest fucking players on earth, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's versus Kanak, who's been okay, but he's not like shut out. Fernando will put the barrel of the bat on that boy. Last 10 games, 90% hit rate. He's getting 4 bases a fucking game. This is insane. I have to back this. I mean, my God, if you guys bet him every game in 2024 to hit a double, you'd have hit a 53% hit rate. Or to get 2 bases. That's insane, especially because at one point these odds were plus 130, 140. This is insane. Like this is literally insane. Back him on the over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Anyways, guys, let's get into this slate review. Bow. Okay. Shit, I gotta get my let me get my handy dandy phone pulled up here, get all my notes and everything situated. My bad, y'all. Should have had this ready. Please forgive me while you're waiting. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. I know you haven't done it yet. Ain't shit crazy. I put in all this work for you, can't even hit the thumbs up. It's so crazy. All right, anyways. First game of the day, guys, we got the Rays and we have the Tigers. You got my boy, one of my favorite pitchers, Tyreek Skubal versus Ryan Pepe Hoyt. Easy Tigers bet for me. The problem is they're minus 170. What I would do with it is I take the Tigers on the first 5 to be winning by 1. Tigers been coming out a lot of games hitting early home runs. They get an early 2-run, 3-run bomb, and that's pretty much all they do. Point is, though, them Tigers have been balling. They look great. I take them on the first 5 back in Tyreek Skubal, who only gives up 2 runs a start, usually 2 or less. So I think the Tigers get the point for a home run or 2 early. Tigers first 5 is an easy bet for me, or the over 6.5, because I think the Tigers could pop off on Pepe Hoyt. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Next game of the day, guys, for an evening game, you got the Reds. Jacob Junis and the Guardians with Tanner Bibee. Tanner Bibee is a shitbag. There is no planet where you do not back these hot-ass Reds versus Tanner Bibee. Mind you, Tanner Bibee has been terrible at home, and Jacob Junis has been a dog. This is the worst priced bet I've seen. It's terrible. Reds money line plus 140. Yes. Also, the other bet that you need to lock in is the Reds over 7.5. Guys, this is a terrible. Should not be here. You need to bet the Reds money line into over 7.5. This price should be minus 220. The pitcher's average together is a 9 ERA, and the line's at 7.5, and the wind's blowing out. This is a 12-13 run game. Over 7.5 is an easy lock. Reds is an easy lock. Lock it. Next game, Brewers and the Pirates. You got Bailey Falter, and you have Tobias Myers. The Pirates suck, guys. They're horrible. They don't look good. They had a little spree there where they looked okay, but this team sucks, man. You have to be on the Brewers. The problem is they're minus 145, and if you want the over, it's plus 110, but I still don't really like it. The line did move to 7.5, which means that over 8.5 was the right read. It was the right bet. It's now minus money, but still, there's just no way you can back the Brewers with how they've been playing at minus 145. Stay away from it, but if you wanted to parlay it, I would get it. But I do think there's a great underdog parlay today, which I'll talk about soon. Cubs and the Phillies. Justin Steele, who's looked very good, and then the Phillies, Tanner Banks, who's looked decent. Here's the thing, guys. I have to be on the Phillies here because the Phillies have done very good versus lefties. They're one of the top teams in the league versus them all season. They just tend to run it up versus left-handers, and I think they can win this game. I don't trust the Cubs bats at all. They can't. They really don't score anything. I just don't trust them. I trust the Phillies bats more than the Cubs. I trust the Phillies a lot versus lefties. And I just think the Phillies are a better team and organization. I'd be on Phillies money line or the under 8.5. That's where I'd lean. Royals and the Nationals, Mitchell Parker and Cole Ragans. This is where I think one of the best underdog parlays today. Nationals and the Reds. I genuinely think these two teams can win. Mitchell Parker has been okay. Cole Ragans has been phenomenal. I'm not going to dumb it down or pretend that he's not great. The Nationals bats, sure, they're shaky. The Royals bats have also been shaky. I think it's a low-scoring game that's complete coin flip because Cole Ragans could have a bad night, or the Royals batters could come out there and decide they don't know, they can't fucking see and can't hit a ball to save their life, which they've done so many times lately. If the Royals bats come out here and shit the bed tonight, there's no reason Nationals with Mitchell Parker cannot come out on top of this. There's really not. So for value, plus 140 and plus 140, this parlay, put a little on that and try to hit it. I love it. Yankees, Orioles. Dean Kremer and Clark Schmidt. A few things you could do with this game, guys. Clark Schmidt's been decent. Dean Kremer sucks. Both these teams, want to win. The Yankees will clinch the division with this. Thing is, I just think the Yankees have too much history versus Dean Kremer and way too many home runs. They destroy him. Almost every time they see him, the top hitters on the team just absolutely yeet him. So Yankees first 5x1 you could do at minus 115. You can take the Yankees on the money line at minus 165, or my favorite, take the Yankees team total over 4.5, guys. I'm telling you, like, if you look at the history, the Yankees hit so many home runs on Dean Kremer. I think Aaron Judge did a home run tonight's a fucking lock too. If you like playing home runs, I mean, I think there's some good home run parlays out there tonight I'm going to be looking to hit, but definitely Yankees team total is just one of the freest bets on the board. Or to over 8.5, because again, I think the Yankees score probably 10 themselves. Next game, Red Sox. You got Brian Bello and Bowden Francis. Okay, guys, listen. We have bet the Blue Jays 3 days in a row and lost on the Blue Jays 3 days in a row. That said, this is sports betting. You need to treat it like a business. There is no room for emotions or catching feelings or, I'm mad at them, so I'm not going to bet them. I know we joke and I'll say they're perma-banned. I fucking hate the Blue Jays. At the end of the day, guys, we're here to make money. It's about making the right choice over hundreds of games, not a week, not a month. The Blue Jays were the right choice the past 3 days. They're the right choice again today. Bowden Francis is the actual best pitcher in baseball right now. No one can touch him. No one can hit him. He's going fucking 8-9 innings of shutout ball. He's unbelievable. There is no world where you do not back the best pitcher in the league at minus 130 versus the Red Sox, who are terrible. There's just not. I know they keep cooking us. I know their bats aren't hitting. I know it's been ugly, but they do have a lineup who is capable of hitting the ball, and now they have the best pitcher in the league coming out. Bowden Francis is pitching better than Paul Skeens. You can check. He's doing better than he is. There's no way I can't back him. Blue Jays money line, it's the right play, and it's an absolute lock. And then the Red Sox team total under 3.5 because I don't think Bowden gives up a run. Okay, next game, Mets and the Braves. Luis Severino and Spencer Swellenbach. Big pitcher advantage for the Braves here. Swellenbach has been Luis Severino has been struggling a lot. He's been giving up a lot of runs, a lot of hard contact, and getting in a lot of bad situations. Braves at minus 145. It's a little bit pricey. I wouldn't bet it as a straight. You don't want to lay that much juice. I also worry because Swellenbach is capable of like an early home run. Like his runs are usually given up by the deep ball. He gives up a 1 or 2 run bomb and shuts everything else out. So I don't like the first 5 for the Braves. I just like the Braves to win the game. They do have a big pitching advantage. I think they're a better team, better organization as a whole. I would do like Braves, Blue Jays, Yankees on a parlay, or Braves, Blue Jays, Brewers on a parlay. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of value in some decent parlays today. But yeah, that's where I'd be at. I would lock the Braves in the back of your head for a good parlay spot. Angels and the White Sox, fade. Marlins and the Twins, fade. Mariners and the Astros. You got Logan Gilbert and Framber Valdez. I can't wait to watch this game as a fan of baseball. Logan Gilbert is one of my favorite pitchers. Framber has been fucking unstoppable. Both these pitchers are great. Both these teams are pretty good. I'm just going to simply go it to my eyes don't lie to me. And what I have seen lately is the Astros, they've been all right, but the Mariners have been balling. They are hitting everybody. They're scoring runs. The lineup's waking up. I mean, they're looking like real contenders. I have to be on the Mariners with Logan Gilbert pitching. I can't see it any other way. I really can't. The Mariners, all they've needed I said it all season, if they start hitting the ball, they're the best team in the league. I said that about them, and I said that about the Tigers at the beginning. Tigers, okay, bad read. Mariners, though, I'm right about. If they get them bats hot, they are possibly the best team in the league, and them bats are waking up right now. People thought I was crazy backing them yesterday. They're the right play again today with Logan Gilbert out there. Let's back the Mariners versus the Astros at a great plus money price. Or take a first 5 or under 7.5. Cardinals and the Rockies. Again, it's a fade. It's a Coors series. Ryan Feltner, truth be told, Ryan Feltner has been phenomenal. I mean, absolutely just phenomenal. I do think the Rockies win today. It's at their home field. And the Cardinals, Michael McGreevy has not been great. Ryan Feltner has been unhittable. He's been pitching really well. Rockies had the advantage. I simply just don't like backing first games at Coors Series. I want to see how the teams do. So I'm going to stay away from it. But I would lean the Rockies. Rangers and the Athletics. Athletics money line, of course. You got Mitch Spence, Nathan Eovaldi. Now, I do like Nathan Eovaldi, okay? But Mitch Spence is really good, and the Athletics are just better. They're one of the best teams since the break in the league. I have to back them versus the Rangers, who are streaky and just not competitors. They're just not good. They're not competing with anybody, really. They did have a little streak a couple weeks ago, but we did get paid off on it. But this is not the spot to back them. Athletics on the minus 105 is a great price. I have to take them, or the under 7.5. Giants and the Diamondbacks, guys. This game, you have Logan Webb and Brandon Putfat. Here's the thing. I don't know how to bet this. Logan Webb has looked terrible. He's given up like 6 earned runs in 2-3 starts. He's looked rough. He's been giving up a lot of hard contact, a lot of hits, and getting in some jams. I will say I think he's one of the most unlucky pitchers in the league as far as umpires go. They never give this man strikes. I mean, he places pitches perfectly, and he does not get calls. I will say that. But that being said, I mean, he's versus possibly the best offense in baseball tonight. Brandon Pivot had a great comeback. He looked excellent his last start. He had a shaky one before that, then came back out last start and looked phenomenal. He's been dealing. I think, and I said this since the start of my channel. Contact pitchers are great at the beginning of the year. But once these teams figure out and watch films and practice versus their pitches, they're going to kill them. Contact pitchers don't do good over long-term seasons because eventually teams are going to learn how to put the barrel on that junk that they throw and send it. And that's what's happening. You're seeing these hitters start to get these pitchers Towards the end of the season, you're better off with these high velocity pitchers who can drop a fucking disgusting changeup or all speed pitch in there. Early game contact pitchers are great. Late in the season, not good. And you're seeing that with Logan Webb now. And that's what I was talking about earlier. And people kept on shit talking. I'm like, guys, I'm telling you, these contact pitchers don't do good as the season goes on. Starting to see it. I do think the Diamondbacks win. Problem is, money line's minus 150, and they did just look terrible last night, so I'm going to stay away from it. But if you wanted to parlay, I say all this to say, if you wanted to parlay the Diamondbacks at minus 150, it's probably a good bet. Padres and the Dodgers. Look, I think the Padres win, but again, what my eyes have seen is that the Dodgers look like the fucking Monstars out there. They're just putting up 20 runs a game. I can't fade them. I mean, literally, I cannot possibly fade them. I'd lean the Dodgers or the Dodgers team total over 3.5. Okay, guys? So, what picks did I actually play today? And let me throw this in there because I forgot it. These are my plays. These are the four that I'm telling you to absolutely lock. Reds money line at plus 140. Over 7.5 minus 120. Yankees team total over 4.5 at minus 105. And Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Give me the Blue Jays at on the money line at minus 130. That's my four top plays, guys. If you want all the player props, I mainly do player props. And if you want the parlays, and if I do any more live plays or straights throughout the day, join the Patreon or join the Discord. Both the links are in the description of the video. I'm in there all day, every day. You guys will get all the plays. I'll probably post them here shortly. But yeah, enjoy, guys. I'm on a tear right now. We're up 12 units in 3 days. Let's get out here. Let's get a bag and let's crack these folks.